What's going on, everybody? We have another unboxing today, and if you're new to this kind of series or whatever I do, before I do any reviewing or upgrading of any replicas, especially when I order them off of the Hop-Up app like I did with this, I always unbox it for you the first time on film because I like to get my first reactions of a new replica, plus kind of just see how it was packaged and if it's to quality and if it's what the person said that they were sending me. Now, I do want to say a disclaimer. This is, yeah, I'm diving into the MWS world. I'm doing it. As much as I've said time and time again that I love or I respect the M4 AR platform, but it bores me because it's so oversaturated. I'm finally doing it because I have some crazy upgrades that I'm going to show you in the later in the video that we're going to put into this in hopes that I can build an AR that I guess like. As you can see, this is not a Tokyo Marui MWS. This is the EMG or Noveski N4. And I traded for this. I sent the other person it was 2 GoPros plus a bunch of filming equipment set up, chargers, GoPro mounts and things. So that's what I sent, and he sent me this. It looks like this was shipped in the standard EMG box that it comes in, so that's really cool. And before we get into it, I do want to just say that we do have patches now. So that's really cool. Just a way for you guys to support me. And let's break into the box, shall we? Tape job looks pretty solid. It is all over the box. During this video, I'm kind of going to explain my plans here. We are going to do like the full review video, like I said. I do want to test a couple things, make sure the mag holds gas, make sure that we can load it, and if we can load it with the T238 speed loader, see what it came with, see if it works, obviously. And one more section of tape. Cool. Like I said, I have not opened this, as you can tell. The only thing that I did was cover mine and his shipping address. So here we go. In 3, 2, money shot. I lied to you. Okay, let's do that again. 3, 2, money shot. There it is. This is exactly what I was hoping to see. Looks like it's packaged pretty dang well. Doesn't really look like anything took much damage at all. Obviously, this is the green color, and it came with a handful of attachments we'll check out too. Just kind of taking a look. We got the mag here, and then just the box, right? There's nothing else in here. Cool. Okay, we'll get this out of the way, and we'll toss the N4 on the table. Okay. I'm sorry for the break. I took a break. You didn't see the break. I am so confused. So I had originally said MWS system. I was diving into the MWS system. And that's because I was under the impression that there were 2 major companies that were cloning the MWS system by Tokyo Marui. It was Double Eagle, which was an exact 1-to-1 clone of the MWS system, and then SEMA, which had their CGS systems, which were similar but didn't use Tokyo Marui's Z-plate design, so their bolt stop was a little bit different, and a majority of the parts were cross-compatible, but not all of them. So I picked this up. I was like, oh, you know, EMG licensed it, SEMA makes it, it's pretty similar, and it worked out because there was already a trade that was kind of brewing, so I didn't have to pay any money for this. I just traded some stuff for it, and then I was in the middle of the review and I took it down and I just realized, what the? I had no idea there was a totally different, I guess, internal design that SEMA does, and this is their, I guess as it says on the mag, GBox system. Now, I'm not going to take it down in this video because it's extremely confusing in comparison to like a regular takedown. I'll give you a little backstory here. So with any of the MWS system, the beauty of the MWS system is it's not taking a real steel firearm and mimicking the fire control group to work with gas blowback style mags and nozzles so that it looks similar and functions similar but still works in airsoft. The MWS system was designed originally to work specifically just for airsoft, so everything functions so much better. Does that make sense? Now, whoa, this okay, when I took it down, it looked a lot like it was designed to function specifically for airsoft, but the system itself does not no longer take down like a regular AR system. It takes down totally differently because there's an actual housing inside of the replica that houses the bolt carrier group and the buffer, and the buffer spring and spring guide run through that housing and then into the stock. So a lot of parts have to come apart in order. It's like sandwiched together. It's just wow, man. I didn't even know this existed. Okay, total change of plans, because when I had picked this up, I was under the impression this was just going to be like a mock-up of an MWS platform, because I had a bunch of really cool upgrades for it, and I wanted to throw things like this Hera stock on, which is really cool, the CQR Gen 2, and then I want to throw this guy on, and I had a new buffer tube designed for it, and I think I'm just going to have to pick up a regular SEMA CGS MWS style platform, and we'll have to use this in a totally different video. Yeah. Alright. So anyways, EMG licenses these, and SEMA makes them, and I have this now, which wasn't in my plans, but we'll just kind of go through it. When I first take a replica out of the box from the Hop-Up app, I like to take a look and make sure everything is the way that they say it is. So first of all, we'll just take a look at the stock. Obviously, it's slightly painted and taped up. We're going to wind up taking that tape off. You have a mock-up of the Magpul K2 grip. Whoa, my brain has gone for a ride here. I'm sorry. This wasn't what I expected to receive, but I guess I should have done more research first. I just thought that it was labeled as SEMA MWS, so I immediately assumed it was the CGS system. Yeah. It's really cool, being the fact that EMG licenses it. We do get all of the authentic Noveski markings and logos all over the place. The NSR 15. The forward assist on this does not work. However, the forward assist on, I believe, the Double Eagle does work, if I'm not mistaken. Got a nice funky looking silver trigger there. This feels plastic. Maybe not, actually. I'm sorry. Feels like an alloy. All this rail space up top. You got this massive rail in the front. I do want to say, just picking this thing up, it's rock solid. Absolutely rock solid. There is no moving besides just the stock, but everything else is just locked in place and ready to go. Charging handle, you can see, should have our Noveski logo on it, so that's cool. Take a look at that trigger. I don't know if you can adjust these triggers. It's a little mushy. It's not like super mushy, but the brake isn't super noticeable. The reset's very firm. That's an aggressive snap. I do want to take a look and see if our threadings look nice. Obviously, that's really important. Sometimes you don't notice it because people will not tell you how the threads are. You buy it and then, yeah, kind of as I feared. Threads are a little bit munched up. Guess whatever the previous owner did to get the yucky orange flash hider off must have destroyed those. Sometimes people forget about the pin, or they try and twist it too early without getting the pin out, so it's a shame. Came with a Lancer Tactical 3-9 by 32 scope on it. I wind up taking that off. I don't even know if I'm going to finish this build. I might actually send it on its way. I do really like the olive drab color, though. Dang, I really thought I made out like a bandit. I don't know anything about the GBox system. I was going to say originally, because when I pulled this out, this wasn't the mags that come with the SEMA CGS models. You get like the Lancer style mags, so I thought this was just the mag that he had lying around. Yeah, note to self, do your research, right? So there are some BBs in it. I'm probably going to wind up pulling off this little tab here just because it's going to get in the way of the fill valve. But it does hold gas. We already have some rounds in it. Why don't we go ahead, lock that in. Dang, dude. There's no movement in that mag. Okay, so tolerances are pretty solid. Oh, We're on semi. There we go. So we are firing. And I want to see if the mags can be loaded using the T238 speed loader. I don't know if that guy was full or not. So I'll pop this guy out. Test to see if it's going to make our lives easier or not, or if I'm going to have to thumb speed load it. Like I said, I don't know how much of a fan I'm going to be of this thing. Honestly, by the design of the internals when I saw them, it's just a hassle to take apart right now, so I'm probably not going to. I'll probably send it on its way after we do a review and just pick up either a SEMA CGS or a Double Eagle MWS clone. Whatever's easiest to get a hold of. Let's see. Yeah, so that loads just fine, absolutely no problem. So that's going to be really easy for the review. It's a shame too because I already have a bunch of the Lancer mags on the way. I have like 5 of them. Yeah, wow. It's a real head scratcher. You ever order something and you thought it was something that it wasn't? And it's like you're really, really excited. It shows up at the door. You're really, really excited. And then you realize it's not what you thought it was. And then suddenly, boom, you're just not as excited anymore. I don't know. I guess I'm going to do a little research in the GBox system. It's been fun, guys. It's been fun. Peace.